You can't find your cards. Um, they should be on the floor in the closet. My 5-year-old's looking for his deck of cards because he has his own spiritual deck. We like to pick one out and read from it, so maybe some of you guys are doing this. You're wanting better. You're realizing that your child is your king. And it doesn't matter if they're female or male. They are the king. It's about the children. It's about our relationship with them, our communication with them, being honest with them so they can be honest with themselves. Welcome in. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Maybe for some of you out there, you have grown a lot. You might have even had a lot of regrets when it comes to your child, realizing ways that you could have done things differently. And it's very important that that does happen, but that we don't stay in the frequency of shame and guilt and regret. Because I have learned that no matter what you do, there is this energy that's going to make you want to feel like you've never done enough or that you're not doing enough. And that is a lie. That is a complete lie. And to call it out, to be aware of it when that does come in, and remind yourself of how much effort, how much love you have put into your relationships. Given we go through circumstances where we're not able to give our full attention, or 110%, as I like to say, but it's about forgiving ourselves and did you learn the lesson? Like, if that same cycle, if that same situation or something similar to it were to come back into your life and manifest, you would know to handle it in a different way, correct? I hope I'm speaking to somebody through here, because I feel like I am. It's a learning process. We are not perfect. We were made imperfect. It's the duality. It's about recognizing and even being honest, looking at your child in the face and saying, back then when this was going on, I can see now. I really wish I would have given you more attention. I wish I could have told you, found the words inside myself to tell you that you are loved and that you are special and there is nobody like you, or anything that resonates for you that you feel like maybe you didn't articulate in the best way to them. Because just those little acknowledgments, it doesn't take much for a kid, okay? It doesn't take much for God, the universe, for the unseen forces. It's about working up the courage to find those words, even though it seems really uncomfortable, because we were never given that as a child. And if you've made it to a certain point, you've cast away blame. You've cast away blaming your parents, blaming our grandparents, because the truth of the matter is they were born into a world where those things were stolen from them. Yeah, as much wrong and terrible situations you might have went through with them. For some of you, I know that those things have been mended. For others, maybe you've lost a parent and those things were never discussed. You never got closure on it. But it doesn't mean you can't get closure on it, because you can. I hope you know that. If you'd like to know more about that, please message me, comment down below, or email me. I would love to share that practice, which is very liberating and very freeing. And I'm not sure why I'm ranting on for 4-something minutes, but it was obviously needed because it definitely felt like a channeling. So we are here with Earthbird, rising, the phoenix rising from the ashes. And I thought this was so fitting for the 7 cards that I pulled. So we only have 8 cards, 1 from this deck and 7 from my homemade deck. And you could have been experiencing a lack of cooperation. You felt a lack of teamwork. there was some kind of frustration, or somebody was holding too much ego in a project or relationship or neighborhood or a community, and your intentions were very pure. You were very like heart centered, and they emotionally manipulated you. They were emotionally unavailable, while and like they remained in some kind of insensitive, immature, childish, heartless shell, okay? But you, with the 10 of Pentacles coming out as your energy, with 4 of Pentacles supporting it, and those other two were the 3 of Pentacles and the King of Cups in reverse, which I was talking about, lack of cooperation and, emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable. But then we have the 10 of Pentacles, and to clarify, because I was like, why is the 10 of Pentacles upright connected to this 3 of Pentacles and the King of Cups in reverse? I wasn't picking up. I was like, rags to riches, okay, but what does that have to do with this spread? And the 4 of Pentacles came out, okay? Follow me here. There's a deep-seated issue that needs to be processed and let go of. And this is really annoying to me, because I think every single day I have a mantra of just letting go, surrendering what I think I know as well, because I know that God, the divine, has a much better plan in mind, my higher self, than I can even possibly conceive. But it's a constant process, because in the past I've been emotionally, manipulated, just like you, played on your emotions, because you feel so much, because you love so much, because you're a server. You're part of that legion of light beings that were brought down here to help and serve, but we weren't trained. We were trained, but we weren't trained properly, like as in like, hey, here's the school, here's your guideline. We got served a big pile of BS. And we had to decipher, we had to grow, we had to have life experiences and figure out what resonated. And if you were honest with yourself, if you were truthful with your intuition, your gut, your body, what you felt, what you were guided to do, even though this material world or this society, others made you feel like you're stupid, you're crazy, like that's not normal, that's not how society works. No, those are indoctrinated people who have been force fed, and some of them forced, even unconsciously, bloodline trauma. And with the 10 of Pentacles here, bloodline lineage is on there, but there might be, okay, something there that needs to be let go of. But again, it's working through those patterns. A lot of us light beings, light workers, are able to pick up on patterns very, very quickly and start asking ourselves the right questions. That way we can kind of go on to the next level. It's like, okay, the universe is like, oh, wow, you were aware of this. You caught on to it and you made moves. You followed your intuition so that you can make moves and maneuver around this. And that is kind of circling back to this phoenix rising from the ashes, earth bird. You gained math. Down on the second line, the last 3 cards, we have the 5 of Swords in reverse, the 9 of Wands in reverse, and the 3 of Wands. So you gained mastery over learning and identifying people's ego, and when they were trying to bait you into something that was not for you. You shifted away from conflict and negativity. You learned to make amends. Even if, consciously you thought of a circumstance where you didn't handle it the best way, and even consciously apologizing. I'm going to give a quick example. I had somebody help me with a rental car one time, was not aware that you could not drive across state lines. They ended up getting the backlash. I mean, the car got turned into Enterprise, but they got the backlash. And I can remember that popping up in my head. And it was the universe giving me an opportunity to resolve that conflict internally. I didn't have their number. I didn't have a way to contact them. But energetically, I was apologizing. I was taking accountability for that energy that I sent out, because I felt it. Like I was at a stage where I was healing, and I was like, holy crap, I completely forgot about this person that helped me. And they ended up getting in trouble because they helped me, because I wasn't aware of everything that was going on. I was going through a lot of things at that point. But so when those things come up, you don't necessarily need to reach out to those people. If you felt guided guided to, then by all means, please do. But it's not always necessary. If you're just consciously making that awareness, that accountability, that conscious decision that you were in the wrong and you learned a lesson from that, and you send them, you know, it's like the Hanapono prayer, like, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. And it heals it. You're like healing timelines. You're healing things in your lineage of that are helping you get from rags to riches and being in your true north node. I'm also getting Naruto and the Cinderella story. You've learned these people had no backbone. You were so loving that the love blinded you at some point. That's why duality and understanding the yin, the yang, the positive, the negative, the dark, the light is so important. That way you can make the decision that you need to make. If you only know about one, it makes it very hard to understand coming from another perspective. But you have found balance. You found balance by realizing these heartless shells of beings, these childish people who were stuck in a really old loop of viewing the world, materialism, and knowing this person, or having this big birthday party, or, oh, my husband or my people that care about me got me all of this stuff because they care so deeply about me. But then when you talk to them, they truly despise each other. It's very sickening. Excuse me. You left. These people are definitely going through it. Nine of Wands and reverse. They need to release old beliefs. Yeah, exactly. These people could also be getting threatened. They might be losing their balance due to this, but I feel like it doesn't even concern you anymore. And if you wanted to know, then there you go. Behind the scenes, they're going through a lot of transformations because of the energy that you exude and that you shared with them. And then once you moved on, it was like now it was their turn for the work to actually start. Underneath the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, we do have Thoth and Isis coming out. I saw that a few times as well, Osiris and Anubis. Maybe you're working with the Egyptian energies. Maybe you're learning more of the truth and the history of what's now being presented to us, what's available to us nowadays, and it's helping you rise from the ashes with this expansion, this growth, knowing what you know, and fully embracing that. The Great Reverse, Mark 10:31. First will be last and last will be first. You have a lot the way you view things, your perception is very abundant. Because with the Three of Wands, you know, that's perception, that's your view. I don't know, the way you view everything. I don't know. You could be going overseas for some of you, but I don't feel like that's what this is. You're establishing, or you're going to be establishing, some basis of work that is rooted in spirituality and here in the 3D tangible. And yeah, you're going to see a lot of progress. Peacock feathers. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. I am going to read from this and then I'm going to close it out. Continue to identify these energies, level up, ask yourself, what lesson am I learning currently at this point in time? Continue to smoke cleanse, smoke cleanse every day. Please anoint your house, anoint yourself, anoint your car, speak loving words into your water. I don't care who says it's crazy. Go look it up. Go do your research. I literally watch these things, at least one video every single week, about the new findings, about frequency, about intentions, and how it affects our water, our food, the energy, the people that prepare it, what type of mentality are they in, because they're putting their energy into that food. That's why I refuse to buy any kind of fast food, period. I don't care. Yeah. So... I'm gonna shut up now. The Phoenix rising from the ashes. The Earth Bird pillar contains yin, earth, associated with Mother Earth, her soil, and her healing crystals over the bird's pure yin metal. The element of beauty, grace, and self-reflection. The wise bird knows the impact words can have and uses them to influence others. Yeah, you influence others more than you realize. In Chinese metaphysics, the immortal phoenix is considered a more elevated symbol of the bird, associated with luck and an auspicious new beginning. Yeah, you packed up your stuff and you left. Take what you can carry and leave. Associated with luck and auspicious new beginning. As one of the four celestial guardians in feng shui, the phoenix protects the south direction. Oh, south. So that's also Archangel Michael. Displaying a symbol of the phoenix in the south sector of the home is believed to help invite fame and popularity to residents of the home. Very interesting. A phoenix bird at the south sector of your house. Maybe somebody wants to try buying or creating something about a phoenix and putting it in the south sector of their house. This card is assigned to turn your pains and hardships into healing lessons and a source of hope for others. Yeah, that's exactly what you did. Yeah, your healing lessons. You didn't cave into these people who were trying to be emotionally manipulative. It's like you peaked game pretty quickly and you gained mastery over this competition or any of their combative impulses. Like you question yourself, why do I feel this? Why do I want to act? Why is this action wanting to be played out? And it's like, that doesn't even belong to me. Somebody might be projecting energy towards you. A new phase of life is starting. Everything looks and feels different to you, and your senses are amplified. You're seeing more vividly with fresh eyes because you're changing and transforming into a higher frequency version of yourself. Perhaps you've awakened the creative genius within and reconnected with your inner knowing, or perhaps you finally healed from certain traumas. You've released what doesn't serve you and are ready to embrace your higher purpose. Now is the time to own your power and beauty. Your moments of darkness can bring light to many. Let your stories serve as inspirations to those looking to heal and renew themselves. The more you share, the more you heal and empower the world and yourself in the process. Nurturing yin, earth, and the heavenly frequency is a reminder that healing is a continuous effort. Yes, it is. Heal and care for yourself before and after you heal others. Yes, the smoke cleansing I was talking about, if you're helping, if you're giving advice, if you're giving people hugs, if you're touching other people, you need to constantly be smoke cleansing because you might be, it can get attached to you and you can bring it back, taking spiritual baths. Check out my website down below, iamenergy.love. I have 2 different spiritual baths that are up and running right now. The bird inspires you to visualize your consciousness rising high and tell your stories from the higher self, the authentic part of you that's connected to the divine. So sharing the way that you healed through this process, through the emotional manipulation, people environments where they didn't want to cooperate with you, they weren't learning anything, they were stuck in this timeline and this way of thinking that really didn't resonate with you. Identifying that, or even going back and remembering what was going through your mind at that time. What practices were you doing? What were you led to do? How is your eating routine and your eating habit? And I know that can be a lot, but every little bit counts. Anything that you can remember while you were going through this, and summarizing it and having bullet points so that when you run into it, not scripted, but so that you don't overwhelm people, because you know a lot. You know a lot more than most people, and I don't mean this in a better way. I just mean that finding a better delivery system for this information will really help heal the world much quicker. But do remember to take care of yourself. Cleanse yourself before and after. Set the intentions. My energy stays with me, your energy stays with you. I love that from Ilunia. And just staying on top of your stuff, allowing this expansive growth and not trying. It's just allowing and letting it flow very naturally. This is good stuff, guys. Very, very good stuff. Anyway, I love you. Until next time, the universe loves you and everything is working out for your best and your highest good. All right, bye.